I'm Walla Ali. Fighting's in my blood. I'm the 48 kg national champion, Three Nations champion, but the best is yet to come. I'm Walla Ali, and you'll get to know.
Welcome back to War or Nothing, the number one podcast for amateur and professional boxing across the UK and beyond. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, Walla Ali.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. So, first and foremost, for those that don't know about you, they should. But tell us a little bit about your boxing background. How did you first get into the sport?
I got into my sport from my uncle, who's over there, that wants me to mention him so badly. Thanks to my uncle, and mostly thanks to my brother. He was a very, very talented boxer, and I started for him, really. You know, like, I knew nothing about the sport, and like, I always just had my brother coming back from the gym every day when I was a kid, and you know, he was in Team England, and he was a very, very, very special talent, and yeah, I ended up just doing it for him. You know, I picked it up, continuing the legacy and just like thriving for him.
So you've been around boxing for a long time, it's fair to say then.
4 years, yeah. Started in 2021. And yeah.
And in those early days,
Yeah.
what was it like starting out? Were you nervous to kind of walk into the boxing gym? How did you feel?
Not really. I was always a fighter. Like, I never did boxing, but I was always a little scrapper, innit? Like, in school, I was a little naughty kid. I always fought my brother. Like, sometimes I used to batter him, and it'd be like, he had to pay me to lose the race from my dad and my uncle because I was better than him. No, I'm joking. But nah, I always fought, but I just never did boxing. And as soon as I got in there, my uncle put me in Birmingham City, and he told me just to hit the bag, and then I was hitting the bag. And Frank O'Sullivan and him was just saying, like, she could be good one day. And I was the only girl in the gym as well. And it was like, it was a bit nerve-wracking, like just like seeing everyone boxing, and I'm just like, didn't know anything in it. But I got the hang of it and just learned everything by myself with them. Yeah.
Being the only girl in that gym in Birmingham City,
Yeah.
kind of was that a bit of a nerve-wracking experience? Obviously, to get the kind of acknowledgement from Frank O'Sullivan must have been nice, but
Yeah.
talk me through those emotions.
It was like I had to like match them all the time, and it was like, it wasn't really like hard because I was already like, you get me? Like, I'd always be like, if they can do it, I can do it. And I was always be the last one standing, you know, when it's like they had to do the abs and stuff. I'd always be the last one. Like, I just had to match all the boys, and I was fighting boys. I had spar boys all the time, like heavier than me all the time. And that's what made me even more like, you know, rough with grit, you know. I never complained. I always loved it.
You just have to show up and get on with it, basically, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but I think it was different for me because of like things I went through in my life. Like I've always had that kind of heart, you know, like the grit, and like I love to fight, you know, I love to give everything in that ring. So like, you know, when you get like put through like the ghetto in your life, like, you know, just like stuff like you had to go through, and like you already know like how hard stuff can be in life. And yeah.
So Birmingham City, you then came over to Acocks Green.
Yeah.
What was that change like for you?
It was a bit weird because like I've never been in a club with like girls as well, and like it was just like, oh, like we can spar light, or like, you know, it's a big gym as well, and like a lot of coaches, like Craig takes care of me. Craig and Haley always look after me, and my uncle always looks after me as well when he comes down. And it's like, You know, it was different because I was like, wow, is this how, like, you know, people look after you? But yeah, it was not a very drastic change. I just got on with it. I just started boxing.
Yeah.
You know, just always the last one to leave and always the first one to come in.
Yeah.
You know, I had something to fight for.
Yeah.
You know.
We've talked a bit about this club in particular, how it's got a habit of producing champions.
Yeah.
Matt Williams, of course, being the one that I know probably best through the NACs, and they're seeing him win that as well. What is it about this club that is, you know, makes it able to continually produce boxers of such a high standard?
I think it's really like family. That's the reason. Like, you know, they go like above and beyond for you, and like they just like they won't like they don't leave you alone. If you like Craig said, if one's in trouble, we're all in trouble. You know, we're like a family. We stick together, and like I think you need that kind of support in boxing, because once you're in the ring, you're in the ring by yourself. And when you're in that ring and you know like you've got people behind you, I think that's what makes you fight more, and like that's what makes you like work harder when people are like there for you all the time. You know, we're a team at the end of the day, we're family.
So with that family aspect, you want to kind of show up for the gym as well and represent the gym in the correct way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we kind of learn from each other as well. Like a lot of people got different styles, and like coaches like teach you different things, and like teach you discipline as well. You know, we got like rules in the club, and like, you know, we just all take care of each other, really. You know.
Let's talk about the NACs then, because that was kind of the first time I really got to see you do your thing, so to speak. And then with Matt Williams being there as well, Acocks Green felt like really well represented. What was it like, first and foremost, having a stable mate also competing in the same competition? Did it kind of ease your nerves a little bit because you were rooting for your teammate?
In the NABGC?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, you know, that's the first time like we kind of like fought together, so it's good to have someone there, and like you just feel more like calm in it, like you're not the only one there. And like, great boxer, Matt. He's a very good boxer, you know. He don't stop, he just don't stop punching in it. But he's from then it's like we always fought together. We fought in the NACs together, we fought in the Three Nations together, we fought in Belfast together. So it's like with Matt I kind of feel like he's like with me, you get me, like part of me as well. Like, yo, if you fight, I'm fighting.
Wherever you are in the world, you've got a bit of home with you.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Acocks Green, you know, like someone's there with me.
Yeah, and understands what it's been like to come through the gym and represent the gym as well.
Yeah, because when you get in a higher level as well, it's like with Team England, like it does get lonely in it, because you got people from around the country and stuff, and like,
yeah,
like you just want where home is, innit?
Yeah.
And like with Matt, he's kind of like that, innit?
But NACs, let's talk about that then. So let's go straight to the main event, the finals. What an occasion for you, for everybody that was, you know, came along to support you as well. What were your emotions going into that one?
It was very emotional, to be honest. You know, I've never won something so big in my life. I think till now that day must be my greatest achievement and my best memory I've ever had. You know, I didn't think I was real 2 weeks later. I was still in that dream, and like, you know, national champion, like elite national champion. It's crazy. I couldn't stop crying again. I cry when I lose and I cry when I win. Yeah, it was good. She was a very good boxer as well. Like, I've always had respect for her. Like, I always studied her. Like, you know, like, yo, she was very good. You know, she kind of reminded me of myself, the way she fights in it. So I knew that it was gonna be a fight. Like, it had to be a fight. I couldn't box her. I had to fight her. You get me? So
you came out on the front foot, aggressive, and went for it.
Yeah, my heart, like, I was tired in that last round, to be honest, but I just gave it all my heart. I was thinking about my brother. I was thinking about my family, my mom, my uncle, my coaches. You know, just thinking I can't lose. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna get out this ring a loser today.
When you're at a big occasion like that, and there is a lot of people watching, and I mean that, especially in Derby, it was like a bit of a big deal, wasn't it? You had all the lights, cameras, action type.
I was shaking from the change room. Like, literally, Craig had to hug me and like calm me down every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like scared, man. There was like big names. There was Team England people there.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, you know, it was scary.
Well, my next question was for an amateur boxer, kind of their first time at a big occasion like that. What would be your advice to kind of keep cool? Or, but it sounds like you were struggling with that a little bit yourself. But what would be what saw you through? And when you got onto that ramp and you kind of thought, right, it's go time. Kind of, what would your advice be to other amateur boxers?
Out of all honesty, I'd be like, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Like, fake it till you make it, honestly. Like, no matter how scared you are, no matter how, like, nervous you are, just, like, go in there, know when you're gonna win, Fake the confidence if you have to, Don't let them see you nervous. Like, because the more you fake it, the more it'll come natural, And, like, with me, once I got out the change room and my song was playing, I just had my mindset already there. Like, I'm gonna hurt you. Like, I'm going to kill you. Like, that's what goes through my mind.
You have to.
I'm coming for switch it on.
Yeah.
And don't go back.
Yeah. So it's having that ability to switch it on at any point and go for it.
Yeah.
So when you've picked up that belt, then you've won the final, and you've gone over. You've got all your supporters there. Walk me through that. What was that like?
I knew my life changed. Like, I knew that was a stepping stone. Like, soon as I won and they raised my hand, I was like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm actually doing it. I'm doing it for him. My whole boxing journey was for my brother until, like, a certain point where I was like, now it's for me. Now do it for yourself. Win this for yourself. I don't think I would have won if I didn't have that mindset, because when I'm doing it for myself, I'm realizing, like, everything, like, change your life, change the opportunities, change what you're going through in life. You could change everything just by throwing a punch, and you've got hands, so use them, So if that's all I got, then I'm going to use it.
What made that change happen? Like you say, you were doing it for your family and your brother, but then you decided, actually, I'm going to do this now for myself. What made that change happen?
I think it's when I've realized that my full potential wouldn't be there if I don't love the sport myself. When I'm doing it for someone else, I love my brother. He was a good talent. He was a great boxer. He means everything to me. So I felt like I needed that to push myself, and it got me so far. But then it only got me so far until I realized, you can go to another level if you actually, like, love the sport. And I fell in love with the sport after a while. I was like, I can't go a day without boxing, And I was like, okay, now change your life. You're gonna change his, but now change yours. You get me? So
Massive success then at the NACs, like we discussed, and then moving on to the Three Nations, representing Team England. I think it was your Team England debut, correct?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I wasn't scared really for that one, to be honest. I was just like, because I think the nationals was the best part. So, like, the nerves went down after that, and it was very nice to finally represent my country, and be there with Amanda and Dean, who were in my corner that day. And my uncle came all the way to Wales to support me as well. My friends, my family, Samira, Hayley, Craig, all of them, they came to support me. So I knew I had support at the back. And yeah, it was a nice win.
In the finals, yeah. I mean, I got to speak with you briefly after, and you were saying it was kind of the same sort of game plan as you mentioned before. Come forward, be aggressive, be on the front foot, and it went to plan, didn't it?
Yeah.
How did you feel inside those 3 rounds? Because as any amateur boxer will tell you, those 3 rounds go very fast.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I wasn't trying to knock her out. I wanted to show Team England what I'm capable of skill-wise, innit? And I didn't want to go for the kill. So I was like, okay, research about her, see how she's very long and, like, on the back foot. I knew she was going to be like that. So I just decided, like, move your head in the way in. And I ended up just being calm and collected and stopping her in the second round. Yeah, second round.
The setup there was very nice to see, being able to go behind the scenes and see, Team England kind of gelling and bonding together. Now, you've been abroad with Team England recently, Belfast.
Yeah.
You've had
Tenerife.
You've had experience of that camp life.
Yeah.
you've ended up in...
Beth, I'm coming for you for a slit on my eyebrow. Sorry, I thought.
No, we'll make a short out of that, don't you worry. Yeah, and you've experienced camp life. You've ended up in numerous thread pulling vlogs.
Yeah.
What is so special about camp life for you?
I think it's just having people that you can relate to so much as well. We all go through the same things. We all have to make weight, have to lose weight, eat right, prepare yourself for fight. So it's like, it's nice to have friends like that, where like they understand you so much. And the banter as well is nice. Sometimes you need because we're always training all the time. You need like that kind of step back and like enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Even when we still was training like 3 times a day.
Yeah, I mean, it is intense, right?
And you see their real personalities as well, because
Yeah.
like everyone on social media, like you can pretend to be like someone, but they're all nice, genuine people. Freddie Pullen, nice, genuine. Me and him was in the airport at the last day, and we just sat down actually speaking about like purpose in life, religion, and that. He was such a sound guy, down to earth, man. Everyone else as well, like. You got Beth, Maddie, I know Matt, but yeah, Matt as well. Nice to have a conversation without having to like be in the back changing room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
without them preparing for a bout or something like that.
Even the coaches as well, hearing everyone's life stories and why they boxing, and you realise like everyone's got a purpose and everyone's in it together basically.
Yeah. With camp life as well, is it difficult training in different climates? You mentioned Tenerife, obviously that's completely different.
Hot.
Yeah.
It was hot, man. Yo, I was gonna pass out. Okay. Yo, we had the boxing ring on the top of the mountain. We were on the highest mountain and everything in it.
Yeah.
Man, we was just training in the heat, man. I think that's what's preparing us for international fights though, because sometimes you're gonna have to fight in hot weather.
Yeah.
So it was a good idea to train in weather like that, man.
Yeah. Keep it, high altitude sort of vibes. Yeah.
We went to a water park as well though.
Did you?
Yeah. One of the boxers lost their sliders.
No way. Who was it? Name and shame them, go on.
She lost the sliders. She was moody the whole day, man. Eating a sushi like. But nah, it was funny.
Yeah. You mentioned there about boxers, putting themselves forward in a certain way on social media. I think we've spoke about it before, that is part and parcel of trying to sell yourself, trying to appear a certain way on social media. Do you think amateur boxers need to post a little bit more than they do?
It depends how much they post. I feel like it's good to keep people updated and staying on your story and what you're doing and that. But me personally, I only post important things. Sometimes I'll post when I'm in the gym and stuff. But I feel like I do need to like post more often lately, to get more people looking at me and stuff. I just don't though, but I need to. I feel like you should.
If you don't mind me asking, why don't you? Is it kind of, because I've spoke with some boxers before and they say, I don't want my opponent to see how I box.
Yes.
Or is that, that's the reason.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like when you post too much, that's when they can study you harder.
Yeah.
You just got to keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's researching about everyone,
Yeah.
As soon as you have a fight, you're looking at them straight away.
People say they don't, but they do, right?
Everyone does.
Yeah.
There's no one that doesn't.
With that though, do you think...
I don't look at records though.
No records, yeah?
Yeah, I don't look at records.
I
think at the end of the day, sorry.
No, that's all right.
I think at the end of the day, when you're in that ring, you both breathe the same air.
Mm-hmm.
You both bleed the same. So I'm not scared about no record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a way for amateur boxers to be able to present themselves to the world and kind of tap more into the business side of things and sell themselves to, if they've got ambitions of going pro, so they want to be putting themselves out for these promoters to be looking at? I think there's a way for amateur boxers to do that, but also not give too much away about their fighting style and things like that.
Yeah. There is like training or doing some like pad work and stuff, not like your sparring footage and stuff, just like little bits and bobs now and then.
Yeah.
But you could do day in the life.
Yeah. I like those actually.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. You should. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold you to this now. You need to do a day in the life. Start doing day in the life. That'd be very interesting. I hope you film them if you want.
I will. Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah.
Best one here. You're.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's touch on. We have spoke about it off camera, but Belfast, the most recent is the under-23 round robin.
Yeah.
As a whole, a varied experience for yourself. You had a very, very good win against a solid opponent, and then unfortunately just fell short in the next round. Mixed emotions. Walk me through it.
Yeah, it was my second ever loss. I've had 19 fights now and only one loss, and that was my second loss. So it was heartbreaking, to be honest. But it was I won against Tiffany Spencer. He was really good. Like, she was a really good boxer, and she fought the next day against an Hungarian girl, and then I fought the day after against that Hungarian girl, and I lost to her, but she beat her. So it was kind of like a style make fights, but it was a very close bout. I just was on the wrong side, I guess. So
In that bout that you won there against Tiffany, you said very, very slick head movement. For me, you showed. I mean, you showed elements of that.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit to let people know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were doing it at the Three Nations, right? And you were very slick. I've got some footage actually. I want to show you after and see what you think watching it back. But some very, very slick movement there. Has that always been part of your style to be? Because you like to come forward and be aggressive, right? But you can also be evasive and
Yeah.
on the back foot. And
Everyone's always said to me, my best thing about me is my head movement. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, I could win a fight just by moving my head properly.
Yeah.
It's always been like that with me. Like, when I started boxing, like, I think because I was scared to get hit by the boys. I was so scared to get hit by big boys. Yeah, I was scared to hit big boys, man, because I knew they wasn't going easy on me. They were treating me like a guy, fam. And like, I was just so scared, so I'd always move my head in it every single time. And I was sparring every day, so I think that's what made me like move my head in it. And then I got used to it, and then I started liking it. I liked the feeling of like, oh, like being like slick and stuff.
Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo. I love Canelo. Yeah, but I think that's just what got me into like doing that now. Like, now I just always move my head.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I think to be able to move your head like that and then still be an aggressive fighter and come back with some, hard shots is impressive. So I think if you can keep that up.
I can't describe my style really. Like,
Yeah.
I could change. Like, I could go from being on the back and front,
Yeah.
aggressive, mostly aggressive in it. But it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know who do you think?
Now you said it, I don't know, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you are a very. I think some of the best fighters in the world have the ability to adapt,
Yeah.
and you seem to have that. So
Thank you.
I think you've got your very own unique style,
Yeah.
which will take you very far.
Yeah.
Is my honest opinion. But
Only if it was cleaner. But I like, I was scruffy, man.
yeah, but you show you've got that in you, right? And
Yeah.
and you can move forward. And if somebody wants
Change it
to,
up real quick,
yeah,
If you have to fight.
engage and then get off, and move around. I think it's great. You were selected by Team GB as a reserve for the Worlds.
Yeah.
Walk me through that. That must have been a crazy experience.
Yeah. As soon as Amanda told me that, my heart stopped. I was like, huh? And I was just praying every day, like, make me fight. But everything happens for a reason. Everything's already written. So if it wasn't for me, it wasn't for me. But I'm still grateful for the opportunity to be like a reserve. And the girl Alice Pumphrey, she's really good as well. So
I've seen her boxing them now. She's very good. Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Similar head movement to yourself, actually. Like, yeah, she's quite slick with it.
I was sparring her almost every week. Towards the leading up to the reserves. I mean the World Championships.
Yeah.
And it was some good sparring. Yeah. It's very good.
In that instance, I'm going to be a bit of a journalist here and ask a few questions that I don't know the answer to. But in those instances, when you're sparring somebody that is going to represent Team GB and you are the reserve, if you start taking people out and sparring, do they then flip that and send you rather than the person they had intended to send?
I think they might do. I think they will, but I'm not sure, I think when Rob McCracken looks, or like when there's a whole group and they think like, yo, this girl is doing way better all the time, they could possibly switch up.
Yeah.
But I think they're very loyal as well to their boxers.
Yeah.
So they just have to either stick with them.
Yeah.
Or if they have to, they might just change it.
Yeah. You mentioned Rob McCracken there. You've obviously got Max McCracken here, is that
Yeah.
right? And
And Rob.
McCracken Jr. as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that like working with the McCrackens?
It's nice because I feel like it's kind of like close to me, like working with my brother, Galal Yafai and all of them. Like we were like really close together. We're all from Yemeni as well, Arabs, so that's what makes us closer, you know. We all came from the same place and stuff. It feels like home sometimes with them, you know. Like these are the people that my brother was with, so I feel like it warms my heart to work with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You mentioned their Yemeni background. When I was speaking with Sonny Edwards before Galal's fight with Rodriguez Jr., he was saying, you know, Yemeni are some of the strongest people ever. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Enough said, yeah?
Yeah, enough said.
Yeah.
Said.
Brilliant.
I think it's more like Yemeni's got so much heart.
Yeah.
Like, look at Galal in that fight.
Mhm.
Like, even though the guy must have been on steroids, you know, like he kept going. Galal did not stop, you know. He was going on saying, come here then.
Yeah.
Like, that's that Yemeni grit, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta fight. You won't ever find a Yemeni standing down and taking a shot like that.
Yeah. You got it or you haven't, basically. Yeah. So, a wild few years for yourself after having only started, you know, like we said a few years ago. What is next for Walla Ali?
Gonna try my best to. I'm gonna wait for the Olympics. I'm gonna try my best to get picked for that. I feel like I've got enough talent and stuff to work hard from now till then. If things don't work my way, it doesn't, and I'll just have to, you know, I'll turn pro after that. But I'm willing to wait for that. And the Commonwealth as well is next year as well.
Yes.
I think we've been selected. There's a few lot of people that's been selected to like represent in the Commonwealth. So maybe I'll have the shot to fight in the Commonwealth.
I think you deserve it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with after say you've done that and you've gone to the Olympics and you want to turn over pro, who are you turning over pro with?
Oh, there's a lot of people still. I've got a few picks. I just don't know who.
Don't want to commit just yet. I like that.
There's no commitment.
Business minded, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Eddie has been out to the gym, hasn't he? So you might have spoke with him maybe, but yeah. We'll leave that there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It's been a pleasure to have you. It's been a pleasure to watch you box. Really has been a privilege to be able to film you and see your journey, and I can't wait to see what's next.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on.
Could I stop this by saying thank you to everyone who's always supported me, especially when I lose. Yeah, me. I want to thank my uncle for always taking care of me. Craig, Haley, Samira, Amina. Just love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.